Damn, Daniel! Back at it again with those white vans! Hey, what's up, interwebs? My name's David, and you are chilling with Schilling. Guys, I've made some changes. As you can tell by the opening scene, it is no longer a Mike on a couch. I don't know why his name is Mike. I'm changing things up just a little bit, making things a little bit more streamlined, let's say. As you can tell, my logo over here has changed a little bit. It is more to represent the logo that I've kind of moving forwards with my photography, my website. Now that y'all have seen it, it's just I'm trying to unify everything, make things a little bit more streamlined. So with that, I have that logo. I've got a surprise for you regarding that logo, but that's going to be for a different episode, probably the next one, but not this one. Mostly because I am wearing pants. Don't worry. It's PG. Guys, what's up? What's going on? 2 videos in a week. 2 videos in a week. Today is my day off from work, so I figured I'd make another video. I'm going to try to do the same thing with my next day off, and then my next day off, and try to build a routine. The hardest thing for me is building a routine, but once my routine is there, it is hard to break. I love routines. I hate routine building, but I'm going to say routine just one more time. I got to build that pattern, build that cycle of recording, and not have it feel so daunting. It's not a lot of work, but it feels like it before I record. So I'm going to try my best to bring you guys some videos on the regular. And speaking of videos, as promised, guys, I have created a new YouTube channel. It's going to be a reaction channel, reacting to music videos, scenes from movies, TV shows, things like that. It's going to be a reaction video channel. Like I mentioned, I'm repeating myself, but it is called Reactor. That's right, Reactor. I'm going to take things with my acting abilities or lack of abilities, depending on how much of my acting you've seen. But I'm going to take what I've learned, the skills that I've learned in the acting community, and put it towards music videos, acting scenes, and try to break some stuff down and go from there. But yeah, I promised you guys I would not make another video until I had that YouTube channel out, and so I've made that YouTube channel. I haven't posted any videos on it yet, but I will, I promise. So how are we doing today, guys? Tomorrow is the spring ahead time, daylight savings time, but I don't know if we're saving or losing an hour this time. I don't know. Either way, guys, tomorrow the clocks change. Normally I would tell you, but I don't know which way the clocks are supposed to change, and quite honestly, it doesn't matter because our phones do it automatically. So just be aware that the clocks are going to change tomorrow. So what time you think you're supposed to be out somewhere, it's going to be either an hour earlier or an hour later. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Well, I mean, it kind of does matter, but like I said, phones will change it all over. Just make sure that you're up in plenty of time so you are good to go. Set an alarm. All right, if you have experience running events, now is the time to be awesome. Reach out, leave a comment down below, message me on Facebook, on Instagram, reach out to my website, Chilling.with.Schilling.com. Feels so good to say that. Reach out to my website, guys. Let me know if you have experience running events. I have a big event that I'm going to run sometime between August and November, and there's a very good reason for it, November. But reach out to me if you have experience running events. If you know someone who has experience running events, could be an event of any kind, it doesn't matter. I'm shooting in the dark, I'm flying by the seat of my pants, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but I need this event to go off without a hitch. So if you know someone who runs events, please let them know that David is looking and to reach out. I am willing to trade photos. I'm willing to take you out for a business lunch, whatever it takes, guys. Let me know. I'm in need of some help and some guidance. Thank you. So last episode, guys, we talked about spoons. Quick recap for those of you guys that have missed the episode. Check it out. Please do. It's a good episode, I think. But spoons. Spoons. Mental capacity. I found myself yesterday running out of spoons at work. Now, I worked from 7 till 3:30, normal 8-hour shift with a half-hour lunch, no big deal, but I'm not used to starting so early. So I got up my usual time at 4, didn't get my decompression phase as much as I would have liked. I had to leave for work a little bit earlier, or a lot a bit earlier than I expected. Day went well. I just ran out of energy, running on empty by the end of the day. Fell asleep before 8:30, and I slept. Normally that would be a good thing, it was a good thing, but my brain woke up at its normal time and my body couldn't get up. So I lay there listening to the videos that I fell asleep to and just lay there in bed this morning for a while. And you know what? That's okay. I had a hard week at work, worked hard, and I deserved it. I deserved the rest. Victory rest. Ha ha ha. But yeah, that felt good. Gave the general manager, I think it's the GM. Anyways, gave one of the boss, the book I wrote, Surviving Suicide. You guys can find that on Amazon. The link is in my website. I'll leave a link to the website down below. But I gave him a copy of my book so he could read it and better understand me. And that went really well. He quite enjoyed the book. Very raw, he said. And then he gave me a hug, which was unexpected and nice. So yeah, if you want a copy of my book, guys, and you know me, reach out to me. Let me know. I will give you a signed copy of my book if I can get to you. You can also find a copy of my book, read about me, my history, my struggles with mental health, and how I got through some of the worst experiences of my life. It's a pretty solid read, if I do say so myself. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about getting back on track and how freaking hard it is to get back on track. Now, if you've suffered a breakdown of any kind, even a small one, or if you've gotten physically sick, you get the flu, you take a week off work for the flu and you come back and the work is piled up and it takes you 3-4 weeks because you missed 1 week of work. Well, that's what I'm going through right now, except I missed 4 years of work. So I missed a lot of work. So for me, financially, I'm trying to catch up right now. I'm doing okay, but life has a way of forcing you to pause and not progress because financially you can't. Now, I still don't have a disposable income. Any bit of money I get coming in goes to bills, paying off debts. Because whether you like it or not, being in debt kind of controls everything. You're in debt, your credit score goes down, don't have a good credit score, you can't find a place, you can't find a car. It's hard. And then you have to rely on others. Now, thankfully, I'm blessed with the parents that I have who are able to support me as much as they do. There are many people who are not as lucky as I am, who struggle every single day. People who don't have a vehicle. That's a financial strain for me, but it's also a freedom. And many people don't have that freedom. Many people barely have a roof over their heads. A lot of people I know couch surf because they are trying so hard to get back on track. And that level of relying on people breaks you down. It's not easy asking for help, any kind of help. You guys have seen it. Anytime I have a video where I'm asking for help, I am breaking down. That's how hard it is. And I'm not asking you in person. I'm talking to a camera. So the struggle is very real. I read a post, just a random post. And it said something to the effect of, we're not all in the same boat. We're all in the same ocean. Some people have giant yachts, other people don't have a raft. And it's something to think about. Yeah, we're all in the same ocean. We're all struggling. We all have our own issues to deal with, and some of them coincide. But if you've got a giant yacht or an ocean liner or a huge vessel or something comfortable, you can weather the storm pretty easily. Some of us have man-made rafts, and I don't even have a man-made raft. I've got a hand-me-down canoe, which is far better than a lot of people in my situation have. My canoe has a motor on it, so I can putter around and get places. Other people don't. So be aware. Be very aware. I don't want to say somebody's got it worse and blah, 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 and I don't want to invalidate your struggles, because in doing so invalidates mine. Just understand that there are some people who are making do with far less than you have, and have a little compassion for that. You have to have a little compassion for that. Like I said, I don't have a disposable income. Every penny I make goes to paying off debts, saving up what little bit of money I have left over. Now, I live near what has been called, not sure how I feel about the name, but it's been called Tent City, where there is a piece of land that has nothing on it, and a tent encampment has been made. I drive past that every single day on my way to work. It makes me feel really thankful, because if it wasn't for my parents, if it wasn't for the insane amount of medication I'm on, if it wasn't for my circle of care, I would be with them right now. Maybe. If not, I'd be worse off. So it's really opened my eyes a lot, and it's made me far more compassionate, or at the very least empathetic, to other people's situations. And we need a lot more empathy. Just because something doesn't affect you directly doesn't mean it can't affect you. For those of you that don't, again, know my story, I was working 3 jobs, living on my own in Toronto with roommates, away from my family. I was healthy, or so I thought. I was I was doing everything right. And then I started to suffer from burnout, and I didn't realize. And then I had a mental breakdown. And look at me now. The point is that you don't know when you're going to be down and out. We might be coming up on another recession. Are you working a recession-proof job? Do you know that for a fact? It's hard. It's very hard. And it can get a lot worse. So just be mindful of other people in a worse off situation than you, because y'all could be there next. That's just about going to do it for me, guys. Before I go, if you are a friend of mine, leave a comment down below. Let me know how we met, just because I want to know. And I want to know what your first impression of me was, because that's always interesting. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. That's where I post almost all of my photography work. You can check out my website, Chilling.with.Schilling.com. And guys, please do like and share this video. It does go a long way. I'm not algorithm hunting or anything like that right now, but it does go a long way to help support me, gain a little bit of traction, gain a little bit of following. If you haven't subscribed, which most of you haven't, please do hit that subscribe button. And don't forget, tell your friends.